Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube, wherever you are in our world. I am doing a 1-inch lift. It's basically a spacer that goes between your strut and your mounting bracket. So it adds an inch to the front. I'm doing it, it's a 1-inch lift, leveling kit, whatever you want to call it, on a 2023 GMC Sierra 1500, a 2023 Sierra 1500, and it has struts up front. Okay, what you have to do, I'm going to walk you through it real quick. I'm already halfway done, and I can't film while I'm working, so I'm just going to walk you through it. You have your steering linkage. Steering linkage goes right here on your hub. Basically, this is your wheel hub. This is top goes to your top control arm. Here's the lower A arm, lower control arm. Okay, you have to remove the top off of here. You have to remove your steering linkage out of here, and then you have to disconnect all of these fittings for this is basically your brake sensor and your brake lines and stuff like that. So and you also have to remove, sorry about that, I got disconnected. You also have to remove your sway bar connector to your lower A arm. Here's your sway bar. It comes in here and it connects right there. Okay, this right here, 21 millimeter. This is the bolt, 21 millimeter. This is your 18 millimeter. This is this one right here, the top. Okay, 18 millimeter. 18 millimeter. This is for your sway bar right there. 10 millimeter. One. There's one back here. Two. There's one over here. Three. You see that right there. Okay, this is connected here, there. Okay, I have the truck up on a jack. You obviously have to take the wheel off, and I'm using a jack instead of doing the method they say, where you put the wheel back on and you let the weight, you lower the vehicle, you let the weight put everything back together again. I am going to use a second jack to raise the lower A arm. I'm going to put this back into there. It's a little heavy. And I'm going to put this back into here. And once I push it all up, I'll be able to start the sway bar. I have these on already. So this is the original. There's clamps. There's clamps that go on top here. You got to pop these clamps off. And this is the original bolt that came out, okay? These bolts are obviously longer. This is the new one. This is the old one. It's longer. The bolts go in top down. Bolt goes in top down, locking nut and washer. So you put a washer on, bolt, washer, through through your 1-inch lift. And then these are your locking, where are they? These are your locking nuts and another washer. Those go up from the bottom. Okay, I have them both in already. 17 millimeters on these. I'm going to tighten those up because I can't get to the front axle, because there's a 4-wheel drive. The front axle is in the way. So I have to do that while the front axle is kind of cattywampus. All right, I'm going to put it all back together again, and then I'll do another video to show you the final product, and I'll take it from there. Be right back. Okay, we got everything back together again. We got 18 millimeter bolt. Let me move out a little bit. Back on the upper control arm, the upper A arm. Back into the knuckle. All right. I don't have any torque specs. because it's a 2023. There's no books out for it other than the service manuals that the dealerships have. There's no aftermarket repair manuals. So these are usually about 75 to 90 foot-pounds, the upper. The lower is about 100 to 125 usually. This is, again, 21 millimeters. I have a pretty big impact driver, or rather the impact wrench, the 1/2-inch impact wrench. I just set it on auto, and I just zip it up to where it feels right. Okay, so we got this on 18 millimeter. We got this on 21 millimeter. Like I said, I use the jack. And I raise it up, and I have the sway bar in there, 18 millimeter. I zip that up with the impact wrench. 10 millimeter, I did these by hand. 10 millimeter back here, 10 millimeter over here, so all the lines are reattached. So we're done on this side. I'm going to put the wheel back on. I'm going to lower it. And sorry, I forgot about these. 17 millimeters for these. I did those with, this guy goes up to 50 foot-pounds. This is an impact driver. And usually shocks are 45 to 50 foot-pounds. So I did that with this all the way to where it maxed out. 17 millimeters, so you're going to put, what I did was I put a box wrench, 17 millimeter box wrench on the lock nut on the bottom, and I zipped the 17 millimeter bolts down with the impact driver to 50 foot-pounds. All right, so this side is done. The other side is going to be exactly the same. So in reverse, you drop this, you drop your steering linkage, you drop your sway bar, and then once those are disconnected, you take these 10 millimeters off before you disconnect them, of course. Otherwise, you're going to break your connections here, or your fittings. And then you take out your, now these were, if I remember correctly now, these were 15 millimeters. The bolts that are holding the struts, the lower mount struts, these are 15 millimeter. And then you have to pick this off of the bottom of the strut, the mounting bracket. You got to pick this off, and I just used a big pick because these are steel. These aren't aluminum, and you got to get underneath here and pick it out because it's in about a 1/4 inch into the. There's a groove there that these fit into on both sides, as you can see. All right, so that's it. I hope this helps somebody that's doing this. I'm only doing a 1-inch leveling kit. I changed my wheels out from the stock wheels. I went with some Recon grapplers, some Nitos, 8-ply tires. The stock tires were only 3-ply, and I got about 4 flats in the lifespan of those tires. So I wanted something that's got a little bit better off-road capabilities, a little bit better mud and snow capabilities, and actually can carry more weight when I tow. These are almost double the weight capacity of the 3-ply stock tires. So these are a little bit bigger, so I'm rubbing on the passenger side when I make a right-hand turn. It doesn't rub when I make a left-hand turn, which is strange, but it rubs when I make a right-hand turn. So I'm just going with a 1-inch lift, just because it's just slightly rubbing, just to bring it up enough that it won't rub. All right, Mike Machines out. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.